Hello everybody, my name is Natalia. Welcome back to Skin at Heart, a world of wellness. Today I'm going to share with you a little bit about dantians, chakras and glands. What are these three and how are they related? So, dantians comes from the traditional Chinese medicine philosophy. I've made a video with the basics of traditional Chinese medicine. I'm going to leave the link down below. So if you wish to know more, you can check that video, and that video will tell you a little bit more about Chinese medicine and what exactly are dantians. So dantians are often referred to as seas of energy that we have located in different places in our body. And through those seas of energy, that's how we make the microcosmic orbits, a concept that I explained further on that video on the basics of traditional Chinese medicine. That's how the microcosmic orbit circulates the energy through our body. So the main dantians that we have are the crown, the third eye dantian, the heart dantian, and then the lower dantian, which is located in the belly, and the root dantian, which is located in our sexual organs. Then the two secondary dantians that we have are in the palms of our hands and also in the soles of our feet. So this means we have 5 main dantians and 2 secondary dantians. And what exactly does this mean, or what exactly does this represent? Because according to Chinese medicine, we have meridians running throughout our body, carrying energy, and all of them end in palms of our hands or the soles of our feet, which means that these two locations are very powerful when it comes to projecting or receiving energy, are highly sensitive, and it is not by chance that we can often do a feet massage, for example, or a hands massage in order to help balance organs in the body, maybe out of balance. So this means that both our feet and our hands have terminations associated with all of the organs, all of the functions of our body. And it's not surprising then that the 5 dantians are along our spine or along our main body, but the 2 secondary dantians are associated with the hands and the feet. This is the traditional Chinese medicine philosophy, the dantians. And how is this related with chakras? So chakras comes from the Ayurvedic tradition. It comes from yoga. And I will need my notes for this one because I am far more familiar with Chinese medicine than with the Ayurvedic tradition. But according to that tradition, we have 7 chakras. And those 7 chakras are the crown of the head, once again, the third eye, the throat region, the heart, once again, just like in the dantians, the solar plexus, which is close to the pancreas area, the lower abdomen, which is like the lower dantian, so just below our belly button, and the base of the spine, our root chakra, which once again, it's just like our root dantian. Chakras are often referred as discs of energy. So you can see the association, seas of energy, discs of energy, and they are often said to spread the pranas or the vital energy in their local regions, which means, once again, this is very close to what Chinese medicine also says, even though they give it different names. The locations are slightly different, but philosophy behind it, it's very, very similar, as you can see. But the chakras, they have another particularity. It's because in the dantians, the energy circulates through the microcosmic orbit, which I've explained further in the video whose link is here below this video, which means it raises from the back and it goes down through the front of the body. But according to the Ayurvedic tradition, according to yoga, the energy goes up through these discs of energy, through the chakras of the body, and then comes down through what is also known as Kundalini. So it doesn't circulate in this circular movement as the Taoist tradition refers to. It's more like a crescent movement that comes up and then it may go down through the same way. And how is this related with glands? You may be wondering. Okay, as I looked closer into the dantians and also to the chakras, it seemed very clear to me that the location of these seas of energy and discs of energy is the same location of the glands of our endocrine system. So our endocrine system is composed by glands. And if we look at each gland and its function, and if we look at each gland and its location, it's nothing more than what we've described with other words in Chinese medicine or in the Ayurvedic tradition. So glands are, I would say, very closely related with chakras and with dantians. So let's take a look at this. We have the pineal gland, which is just located here in the crown of the head. And the pineal gland is the place that produces melatonin, and therefore it regulates our circadian rhythm and regulates the reproductive hormones as well. Then we have the hypothalamus, also on the brain, which controls the pituitary glands. And the pituitary gland secretes different hormones, and it basically regulates the function of all the other hormones, of all the other glands. So the pituitary is kind of like the indicator of the production of the other glands. And then we have in our throat, we have the thyroid glands, which regulates our metabolism and the amount of calcium in our blood. Then in our heart center, we have the thymus gland, which is associated with the immune system. It produces T cells and T lymphocytes, so it's associated with our immune system. Then we have the adrenal glands, which are associated with the pancreas, and it's associated with our fight or flight mode, with the stress response in our bodies, with the insulin levels as well. And last, the root, we have the ovaries or the testicles, depending if we are a woman or a man, which secrete the sex hormones, so egg cells in case of women and sperm in case of men. So basically the glands, they produce hormones and they control our whole body, which means that the glands are in themselves discs of energy or seas of energy that regulate our entire body. And if we really look at it, we have the pineal as the crown, the pituitary as the third eye, then we have the thyroid gland, which would be the throat chakra in Ayurvedic tradition. In the dantians, we only have the upper, and then we have the heart, which makes me feel like the thyroid would somehow be associated with one of these two dantians, either the third eye or the heart, or maybe both, because we often, when we have congested feelings inside of us, we are unable to speak. It's like we have a notch in our throat. So I would say that the thyroid or the throat region is very close related with the heart region. Then we have the lower dantian, which is the adrenal glands, and we have the base dantian or the root dantian, which is associated with the sex glands. So this is how these three systems are closely related with each other. I have no doubts that glands, chakras, and dantians are different words for basically the same things in our bodies, and how powerful these things, the glands or the dantians or the chakras are, and that's the reason why it is put so much emphasis on it in different philosophies, and that's the reason why it is so important to feel that with energy, assure that the energy there is balanced and it's stable. I hope you found this video useful. If you did, do a like for me, share this video in your social media, subscribe to my channel, and up until my next video, be happy.